Ahsoka episode. Was it episode 3? Episode 3. Probably the greatest episode of all time. I don't know. Honestly, I'm not even going to pretend that I know. But what's going on, everybody? Happy New Comic Book Day Eve, or as I like to call it, Fan Expo Hangover. Now, we'll talk a little bit about that down the road. But yeah, some people might be watching the Ahsoka episode 3. I know somebody who isn't watching it because he's right here. Greg, what's going on, man?
My number one choice right here over Ahsoka.
Have you watched the first 2 episodes?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. And what did you think?
Yeah. It's good. Think the acting could be better. Storylines predictable but good. I don't know. I'm blown away.
Yeah, I'm definitely not blown away by it. That's coming from a guy who hasn't seen. Wait, hold on. I watched episode 1. I haven't seen episode 2 yet. I'm in the same boat as BC. He hasn't watched it, and then of course, yeah, today I have not watched it. But if you're all watching, make sure to say good things because I think Nemesis Prime is in here, and he is like the biggest Ahsoka fan that I know. So be nice, be nice. Yeah, dude, I gotta admit, we do have a few things. First off, 30 years to the day Power Rangers kicked off. So that's pretty. Is
that why it was all in the chat today?
Yeah, dude, that's the only reason I brought it up. I was like, do you guys not know it's 30 years since Power Rangers? And I only knew because somebody messaged me, and I was like, I don't know where people might get the idea that I'm a big Power Rangers fan, but
1993.
Cool. Yeah, cool. Thanks. But yeah, a lot of things going on. Obviously, yeah, Ahsoka, New Comic Book Day, a little tragedy. Mikey Sutton. Do you know Mikey Sutton?
Yeah, I've watched a bunch of his stuff.
Yeah, so unfortunately, he passed away. Good friend of TiVo's at Lord of the Long Box, and I know he was doing something today for him. I personally did not know him. I've only listened to him, but whether you liked him, you hate him, you didn't like him, whatever the case may be, you always tuned in to TiVo, rocking with him, and he always had some good stories. So, sending positive vibes to his family and things like that. I know TiVo and I can't remember who else, but they're going to continue that comic or that book that he was going to do. So that's kind of cool. But I'm sure TiVo did something today on his show, so that's kind of cool. And then Fan Expo Toronto. Yeah, I'm so happy people did not come to be like in a good way. I know Hyper made the trip out, and I know he's in the chat. I just seen him. Yeah, it was very.
It was a Fan Expo.
Yeah, but it was very underwhelming. I had a personal story with a shop that didn't go over too well. I was made out to look like the bad guy when really it was like they're they're kind of crazy. So yeah, the prices were just over, like just pretty much like almost double eBay prices almost with some. And Greg, I gotta say, after going to Terrificon and getting those deals on certain books there and like getting the pricing there, when you go to something like this is the first show since Terrificon, it's literally like I was just so turned off that I didn't want to spend money because deep down I'm like, I just spent $10 on this book and it's on people's walls for like $50 to $80. You know what I mean? Like it was just
right. Like patience is certainly a virtue in this game. The problem is there are some people that only go to one show a year and it's that one and they don't know any better. Or I think a lot of these dealers too, they have the same mentality as us. Like we're in buy mode on a lot of these books and they're like, why would I sell it at the low, right? So they're just maintaining their old prices. They have books for the wall, it draws people in, and they have no intention of selling it for anywhere close to FMV.
Like, let's be honest, we got a few good deals at Terrificon. I've been very vocal about it, but like a book that we probably spent $4 on, for example, even paying the full price at like say 10 at this show was literally the cheapest one I saw was $55. $55. So Star Wars Force Awakenings, number 1. There was a guy there that was selling it for $35. That's unheard of because on eBay it was like 15. Spider-Gwen 1 was selling for $60. Picked it up from Terrificon for $475. Like just like things like that. Like Star Wars High Republic, they were still selling it for $35-$40 here. I was like, why would I pay?
But that's why it's still there, right?
No. Oh, it was so bad, man. So yeah, and then I had a personal issue with my Tales of Suspense 39. I brought it to kind of entertain if I would sell it. And I just ended up having like a shitty experience with the shop. I won't say the name of the shop, but I will never deal with this shop ever. I will never give them a cent. And I used to go to them at least once a month because they were like hour and a half out. But I will never give them a cent of my money ever again. So that was Fan Expo in a nutshell. So,
there you go.
Yeah.
What do we got going on in the chat?
Yeah. So yeah, speaking of chat, let's go to it. So Mr. AOA, Iron Man movies invented entertainment. Yeah, I agree, dude. I really do. 2007 was like the pinnacle of it. And I know people say Blade, but I really do think that Iron Man is the reason. And I support you. So good for you. Just Cruz medaling up. He's taking home the silver medal. Mr. Michael Baker is taking home the bronze. I like how Michael just thought, okay, I'm going to take the bronze, even though there was a newbie junior with the silver. Shoot, I have to remember to use a burner account. Damn. We got Nemesis Prime, Mr. Ahsoka himself. He should have been watching Ahsoka. I don't know what he was doing at 9:34. How long is the episode? Like 40 minutes, isn't it?
With all the love of Ahsoka, he must love us as much. He's so torn right now. His two loves. He has to make a decision, like deciding between children.
Big shout outs to him, though. Neighbor to the north is here. What is going on, sir? I love how Newbie slides the Pokemon short in there before the show starts. Wait, I did a Pokemon short? No, that was last night. I did that last night. I think I haven't posted any shorts yet.
Newbie
like,
Pokemon.
At all. Yeah, no, I wait till like late at night just before I'm about to go to bed. Dan Delatorre is in the house. What's going on? I'll settle for a participation ribbon. Ahsoka was cool. Just watched it. That doesn't come off as like it was a good episode, though. It was cool. I don't know. Hyper's in here. What's going on, man? How are you? Oh, no BC. You should ask Jules. Let's go. I'm ready to join the newbie. Guys, be on the lookout because Comic-Con podcast has actually got some new merchandise they're going to be revealing pretty soon. So be on the lookout, man. Go support. Kenneth is here. What is going on? TKO, all up in my ride. You got it. What's going on, man? Tony, I didn't see you at Fan Expo. I'm assuming I will see you in Mississauga on October 1st. So that'll be good. Newbie acting like he is on meth. I don't even know what that means. I don't know what that means.
Yeah, you wouldn't if you were on meth.
Yeah, I guess. You could find deals, but for shows like this, I felt I needed to work harder to find the gems. Absolutely, 100%.
So it's not only that; it's a higher like price point to get into, right? On top of that, and it's more crowded and busier, and like just a tougher venture to undertake. I think that you just have to take it in and not worry about the deals and go to deals for different shows.
The homie Newbie. Yeah, I will be honest with you guys. I will probably never go to Toronto Fan Expo again. That was probably my last one. Newsflash, Newbie hates Iron Man, wants to sell his Tales of Suspense 39. Nope, not even close to being true. All right, so I think we got everybody. Mr. Nowhere Bounds in here. So yeah, let's get the show going, man. New comic book day. Our third amigo, Mr. Blakk Crown, had a family emergency last minute, so he has to take care of that. So it's just us two. We're gonna be rocking out.
Us two.
Just
it's us two.
Okay, sorry. Just us two. I mean, I'm gonna be saying this next week when you go to Mexico, but whatever. So we'll be rocking without you. It'll just be us two. But yeah, man. So Greg,
you guys for sure.
I gotta ask you, man. I gotta ask. Heavy week, light week, medium week, or is there a book that you are definitely going after? I personally think it is a mediocre week, to be honest with you. Summer's ending, right? Long weekend here in Canada. I'm not sure about the States, but it doesn't seem like there's going to be any fireworks come tomorrow.
Yeah, I feel very unmotivated to get behind like a week. Like I think we used to find reasons why, and now we need something to really jump at us. And I don't feel like we've had that for a little while. So I'm pretty light this week.
So with the events of Kid Venom, what was the other one? The Moon Knight stuff. I mean, it's been pretty slow. There hasn't been really a big. Well, what was the last big book in the summer?
Fireboy.
But that was May, wasn't it? May.
Yeah.
I think it was like outside of. I count summer as like June 1st, but yeah, like there hasn't really been anything in the summer, right? We've just had just stupid stuff kind of go up and down like every other week. So I don't know. We'll see.
Not a lot of chatter around indie books, hey?
No, there's not. Yeah, there's not. Invite. Dude, we literally just got the word like last minute. That's why the time difference, dude. I'm sorry.
And you're supposed to be
you know what?
Ahsoka.
You know what? Yeah, and you're supposed to be watching Ahsoka. That's what you told us. Listen, you know what? Everybody, it's 9:57 on what day is it? Hold on. It's August 29th. Nemesis Prime next Tuesday. You have an invitation to the Newbieverse show 141. I wish I had like a clip of like Saw where it was like live or die, blah, blah, blah. But anyway, but yeah, Justin, if you want to come on next Tuesday, I would love to have you on. You, myself, and Mr. BC, aka Mr. Hollywood, aka I got 29 favorite NHL teams. How about that?
Are we calling it Youpie now?
Who?
BC is Youpie. That's the mascot of the Expos.
Youpie. New Comic Book Day is dead. The thing is, every time people bring this up, I always get like I'm always like on both sides of the fence because like I do agree with the statement, but I also think that New Comic Book Day is so short term, it's so short lived that like okay, a book will get hot right now, or it won't, and then down the road, you know, like years later, it's gonna get hot, right? Like now, like we've seen it with so many books, so like I don't know, it just depends on what you want, right? If you're looking for reads and stuff like that, obviously you love New Comic Book Day because new comics are coming out, new stories, new characters, things like that. It's if you want to turn this $3.99, $4.99 investment into $100, like certain books, right? So I don't know. We'll see. It's definitely different, but again, you know, the consensus is like things aren't like 2020 or when things opened up, and you know, I'll be the first to admit it. You know, like 2020 or even 2021 when things started opening up and books started coming back out. I mean, New Comic Book Day was just amazing. I mean, you were making like $1,000 a month. Stores. Yeah, but you were also making $1,000 a month just flipping New Comic Book Day stuff, right? Like it was just insane. So I don't know. We're back to the real world, right? So who knows? Just wait for trades and buy back issues. Yeah, you're too kind, but I'll be on a channel where community members are appreciated. You are goddamn. I swear to God, man. I swear to God. All right. Let's get the show going, man. Justin. Okay. You know, there's certain people that just get your blood like just. All right. Let's start the show.
Let's go.
All right. Mediocre. Yeah, I don't really have a lot on my my plate when it comes to New Comic Book Day this week, so we'll see. But sometimes, you know, these are the weeks that, you know, there are certain gems that you're like, oh, shoot, this was on. Who knows? Maybe there's a print error one. Maybe, you know, somebody put something. Yeah, something. So you never know. Let's, you know, here's for thinking. All right, guys. Show 140, always co-hosted by Mr. Blakk Crown and Rocksteady. You'll be able to get their handles and where to find them at the end of the show. But for now, let's get into it. Newbieverse 140. And here we go. New Comic Book Day. Now, if you're just joining us for the first time, I usually say we because I'm a team guy, but it's me. I always do a Dynamite pick of the week, just to show some love, because we never used to talk about Dynamite, but the last year we were kind of like, hey, let's just kind of throw it, because they got about like 2,000 covers that come out every week. We never showed love. So, Greg, coming week in, week out on the show, what do you think it is? Are we going Darkwing Duck? Are we going cosplay? Are we going cleavage? What do you think here?
Okay, it was cartoon, or what? I forget what it even was last week. It was some borderline one between the two.
No, it was a cover.
I think he'll go cartoon. He'll go cartoon.
Cartoon. Okay.
Hey, but let me just say, Dynamite pick of the week is my favorite song by Jewels.
You better watch yourself, kid. All right. James Bond. Okay. First of all, please don't insult me. Okay. Sometimes they have great covers. Okay. So I'm a big Disney guy, and I've talked about this one movie in particular because it was right around the time that I actually fully started talking English. Because as all you know, I came from Uruguay, so I didn't really speak English until like grade 3 or 4. That's when this movie came out. I had a paper route, and I made it my mission to get these Disney plates of Hercules. So we got Disney villains, Hades, number 1, cover U. Greg, I don't know what it is about this, but I think this is a dope cover. The blue and black, Uruguay colors. I don't know. Something about it. $50. I would not pay $50, but no, dude, come on, man. That came out like 10 years ago. This is one of, like, as soon as I saw it, I was like, yeah, this is gonna be my pick. I love these Disney ones, the stuff that they're doing. So for me, this is Dynamite pick of the week for sure. Probably a tough 9-8 to come, but I love those blues, love the black there. So what are your thoughts?
So I've been thinking a little bit more about these like really weird covers. Disney fans are crazy. If anything holds money, it's Disney stuff, right?
Look at the cards. Look at the cards.
I think once in a while, one of these could be worth money, because like we've talked about, there's only going to be like 30 places that order this book, right? At $50. That's US. So it's like pretty steep and really risky for a shop to take on. But one day these Disney collectors might come together and be fighting it out over these issues that are limited to 15 copies or whatever.
Exactly. And we always talk about that print run, right? And like, if it's not ordered enough and things like that. I always think about like people like Mel V, right? Like who else is another one? Just those guys that like, and you see it on their whatnot, and they have these like 1 in 500s or these like ghost books that they talk about, right? Not necessarily ratios, but just these ghost books, like Phil, like those guys over there, like they have these like ghost books, and we can laugh and think, and say things like that, but I mean, sometimes those ghost books, like people go after them. I mean, look at that Killmonger.
There has to be demand, right? There has to be demand. So,
but I think
if
with
there's
Disney,
15 copies out there and only 10 people want them, then it's not going to be worth shit.
But I think you have that with Disney. Also, like you have to keep into consideration that like they are doing live action and they are reprising rebooting a few projects. And we were just talking not too long ago about how Disney's trying to get actors now for a live action Hercules. I think that's going to help generate some love for some of the Hercules stuff as well. Ooh, yeah, that's true. I don't know. Sometimes I've found some ghost books and then I've like passed some ghost books because I'm like, no, you ever get that, Greg, where you pass a book, you're like, oh shit, this could be something. Then you're like, nah, it probably isn't. And then you come home and you're like, oh shoot, that was. And then it's gone. So I don't know.
Yeah, you really got to trust your gut in those scenarios.
Yeah, because I refuse to pay $2.99 for false information on stuff. So, it is what it is. Mr. James is joining us. Best $50 Dynamite cover this week is the Red Sonja 10 limited. Best $5 book is the Draculina Blood Simple. Oh, okay. James, I'm assuming
that so that's not a bad choice. Like some of the Red Sonjas just flop, but some of them hit so hard. So it's really, you really got to know what you're doing.
Also, speaking of cards, yes, I finally picked up one of these. I will say that was the worst $60 I've ever spent. It was just terrible. But yeah, speaking of the Disney cards, here in Canada, September 1st, so Friday, they will be releasing at GameStop, Walmart, and then of course in the States they're going to be dropping everywhere. So Target, Walmart, GameStop, and I forget where else, but the Americans have already had them. So yeah, it's just going to be interesting to see what happens. Are you getting on that train?
No.
Okay.
I think if you were to get on it, you had to be opening the first packs. I think things are going to level off a little bit. I think it's a great product. I think this series will rule Pokemon for a little bit. But
okay.
Yeah, I think it'll, because it's new. I don't know if it'll sustain, but it's new and it's flashy, right? Yeah. We'll just see how the prices sustain. It really depends how much of the product they pump out there and what print runs are.
Yeah, I think everybody can have their Disney card thing. I'm gonna pass. I don't see myself waking up Friday and be like, okay, I got to go get a pack or a box. I think I'm good. I don't know. Not feeling it. The Pokemon thing really turned me off. This was a terrible idea, so I don't know.
But we warned you.
I know, but like deep down, it's that thrill of like, oh man, what if I get that Charizard, or what if I get whatever the rare card was? Because I didn't even know what the rare card was.
We had this talk. If you're looking for an investment thing, like cracking Pokemon isn't the way to go, because the max card in that set is like $100. So you're spending $60 to hope to make 100. You're way better off getting your mega boxes of Bowman or whatever.
Yeah, it's true. Also, big shout outs to Mr. Nemesis Prime, aka Justin, aka 50% of the Comic-Con podcast, because the mega boxes that he sent me are supposedly in Canada as of like 5 days ago. Literally UPS did not update the book or the package since August 23rd. So I was like, hey, what the hell's going on? But I got an update today that they're in Canada. So maybe I get them tomorrow. Maybe they're in my mailbox. I don't know. I haven't checked. I don't listen when it comes to card advice. I'm a rebel. I'm like a biker mice from Mars type. I'm just crazy. I also will say that, Cruz was with me at Fan Expo, and he literally was say every like 5 steps, he's like, dude, don't waste your money. Dude, stop. Dude, don't waste your money. So like I heard it from all angles from my whole support system, and I still was like, man, fuck y'all. And that's what I get. So it is what it is. But anyway, enough card talk and enough Pokemon. The funny thing is, I posted this. So I literally opened this. I opened it. Everything is still like packaged, like the dice, the one special card, blah, 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 blah. I put it up on Facebook Market for $10 and it still has not sold. So I'm like, Jesus, I'm just trying to get $10 here. Like, fuck. So we'll see. Anyway, let's get on with it. New comic book day. Let's go. Now, we do have some mentions that we will talk about, but we only have like a short, limited books to talk about. So first up, we've got Mr. Incredible Hulk. So we got the first Brother Deep. I got to be honest with you. I have not been paying attention to Hulk. Just the nasty taste in my mouth from when Donny Cates took over and it was just garbage. So I've kind of stayed away from it. BC did tell me, that they've kind of done some good things. I know the chat. I know a few people were always, saying, hey, give it a shot. So it is kind of a good read. They're going back to like kind of the old school stuff. First appearances, who knows? Not really digging it, but people are probably going to go after it, right? First appearance.
Yeah, and I've heard really, like you said, really good things about the new Hulk. How it's gone darker, it's closer to Immortal Hulk. So I guess the arc finally needs its villain, right? So we'll see.
Are you thinking it's going to be a bit like, I just don't trust villains anymore. That's the thing. I just don't see.
Hulk keys are weird, right? Like there's Hulk collectors, but I feel like there's more of the books out there than there are collectors, and they always kind of turn up. So as an investment, I like almost anything right now. I'm saying kind of avoid. But
I
as
think
a
there's a
read, I
lot
would
that
say
you
go
can just
ahead.
I think there's a lot that you could pick up on. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like the FOMO-ness, like I feel like you can still go get books because people aren't like as crazy on New Comic Book Day anymore, you know?
Yeah, there's going to be less printed and less ordered right now.
Don't even want to know how this character got his name.
He got it in prison.
Jesus. Yeah, this one's gonna be a pass for me. When it comes to like spec or investing, like Hulk's really been good to me in a handful of books. So there was an Immortal Hulk 43 with like that Jewish error, whatever that was going on, right? The Wastika or whatever. Then like Hulk with Donny Cates, number 3, the cameo of that Titan character. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think this one's gonna kind of go in
No, those
with those, but
books are dead.
yeah. Man, it's crazy because I remember selling that Hulk 3 book for like $30 a pop, and people were and it was a cameo. That's what was driving me nuts, was the fact that like it was a cameo and people like were still paying $30 for it. I was like, all right,
That
whatever.
was like the biggest disappointment. First appearance that was built up so much.
Well, remember too, Donny
Black
Cates.
Winter was bad.
Yeah, and Donny Cates, remember Black Winter. Remember Donny Cates also built up Hulk 6, right? Like that was like the big thing, and people were trying to connect dots, like Venom 3, Hulk 3. Like it was just like a huge downfall and a huge disappointment. So
Space Hulk.
I just think about the movie In Too Deep with the
Yeah.
Brother How Deep. Oh God, you guys are terrible. You guys are terrible. All right, next book on the list.
No, you got to put a Piper's comment.
Where is it? Don't even want to know that one.
The hell is Wasika?
Oh my God! So this is what I told Hyper. I told Hyper he corrected me. He had corrected me at Fan Expo because I said something. He's like, you mean?" And I was like, "Dude, this is why I just don't have you on the show anymore. Like you always correct me, always."
It takes up half the show. I just let it slide.
All right. Cool cover, gotta admit. So we got a Helverine universe popping off. I don't know. I probably butchered that. Hyper will probably tell me. But we got a new universe. So it's a kind of a Wolverine Ghost Rider character kind of happening. I don't know. Outside of it being like kind of a cool cover, I don't really care for it. I'm not really interested to see how it kind of goes. Newsflash. Man, this is where I probably am too truthful, but I'm really not the biggest Ghost Rider fan, to be honest with you. So for me, I don't really care that he, is like joined up or this weird universe with Wolverine as well. It's kind of cool that Wolverine's like claws are like that fire though. That's kind of cool. But outside of that, the cover for me, it's a no-go for me. What about you?
I actually think this one's pretty cool.
God.
Simply because it's just two big characters combined, right? And what are the other ones we've seen where we've seen like, what if Deadpool, Venom, right?
Yeah, but Venom anything is like hot.
But so is like Wolverine and Ghost Rider, right? So I think it's more of like a what if kind of book for purposes of putting it away. I don't know much about the story or anything like that, but it's kind of cool.
Just reading some of the ones from the Hulk. It's like, Hyper, his cousin plays baseball. Name is Ball. Oh man, you guys fucking. I was trying to keep my composure, but I'm a terrible poker player. So, all right, well, next up. Well, we got a Star Wars, so we got the Mandalorian, so we got a few first appearances. Oh man, X-Woves, Kosa, and Bo Katan. Now that's probably the big one there, right? Now here's the thing, Greg. Tell me that I butchered the names.
No, I'm just waiting for Nemesis Prime to comment and watching.
He's probably, you know what Justin does? He's probably like, oh my god, and then just he's disappointed. I'm like that disappointment child for him. Here's the thing though, her first appearance already happened in that one book that people went crazy for last year, correct?
the Dark Saber one, or
Yeah, she was like flying or whatever. She was like,
okay, that was just a cover. That was the
okay.
anniversary cover. So it's kind of a toss up with the Mandalorian too, right? So the Mandalorian was on Spro's cover with Grogu, but technically their first interior appearance is in the Mandalorian issue 1. So it's kind of all over the place. Grab both. Bo-Katan's here to stay.
But you think, but is it accurate to say it's the first appearance?
Well, first interior, like the other one was just a cover appearance, right?
Yeah, but didn't you just say that there was another book that she was already in?
I'm not 100% sure, but I think there may have been.
Because I feel like Justin or somebody in that
Was
chat
the first cover was in a graphic novel, and it's like a little small like graphic novel. They're weird. It's like I know what you're talking about, James. That's exactly what I was thinking. And then first cover Dr. Afro 19, yeah.
Okay. All right. So maybe I grab one. I don't know. Just when Justin said nah, I was like, oh, okay. So there are 2 that I really want to talk about that I missed. So I apologize, but there's Star Wars Bounty Hunters number 37. So first canon appearance of Tar Kaligson. I don't know. Probably butchered that one. And then Greg, I do believe that the Devil's Cut number 1 also comes out this week.
I think that's next week, is it not?
What is it? I think
this week.
I think it could be this week. But yeah, you ordered a few of those, did you not?
Yeah, I have Devil's Cut. I have the 1 in 100. I have all the open orders.
Damn, 1 in 100. Is there any book that we might have passed or that you are going to be getting?
Honestly, I'm sleeping this week. Like, I've been so busy. It just hasn't grabbed me. Okay, so there's a 1 per store this week, the green cover. Okay.
Oh, for a Devil's Cut?
Yeah, so it must be
okay. So that's not the one that we want, right? The big one's the blue and black or the black and purple, I think it is.
No, you probably want this one over the A cover. The 1 in 100 is the other one that's selling well on pre-order, and that one's like all different. It's really cool art on it. But is the 1 per store also magazine size?
Ooh, that I don't know. Maybe James might know. Yeah, I just don't think any shop around me came close. Oh wait, no, it's a 1 per store. Maybe I'll ask tomorrow. I wonder if maybe I'll call them tomorrow morning and see if they have them. Yeah, they're all magazine size. Thanks, James. I appreciate that. Neighbor to the north. Yeah, I was thinking like kind of the rest of us, right? My wallet can't keep up with Star Wars appearances.
Well, it's so many.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's move on to the news. And again, it wasn't a crazy time for news. I mean, I don't really like to talk about like negative stuff that much, especially when it comes to like deaths. But the voice actor for Harley Quinn passed away, and I know people have talked about it numerous times already and posted about it, so I didn't want to bring that up. So kind of skip that. So let's get into it with some comic news. Rumors, lies, speculation. Let's get to it. So first up, Dune Part 2. So this thing is going back and forth. So the trailers have been dropped. Obviously, what was it? Full trailer was dropped at Blue Beetle. Spoiler, if you haven't seen Blue Beetle yet, the trailer does drop. But now they're saying that Part 2 is delayed. So it was supposed to come out later this year. Now it's being delayed until March 14th, which now, because of this, they are saying that the Marvels is actually going to be moved up to kind of take the slot of this movie. That way it can just be on its own. I don't know. What did you think? I don't even know if I got your opinion on Dune 1 when it first came out last year, Greg. Are you looking forward to this? The star power in this, the trailer from Blue Beetle was amazing. It really, got me going. I know my wife was like, oh, now I have to go watch number 1. She really liked it. She said she wanted to go see this one. So I don't know. I guess I'm signed up for it, but what are your thoughts?
Yeah, it was almost 2 years ago, I think.
2 years ago?
I remember, I think we watched it on Christmas. I think I might have gone on Christmas Day. So I think we're
Wow.
approaching 2 years.
Time flies. Wow.
I think Dune would own Marvels if they
Oh,
came out
yeah.
at the same time. I think Dune has a huge following, and it's different from what people are getting sick of in the Marvel universe.
Bless
Sorry,
you.
pardon me.
Jesus,
I
stay
couldn't mute
professional.
it fast enough. Yeah, I'm excited for it. I think it's a lot of fun. Like, it's a journey, and it's something you need to see in the theater.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's like Maverick, right? Like you can't see Maverick for the first time in your house unless you have surround sound and you have like a wicked place. But
Yeah,
like, yeah, it's
there are
it's
just
one of
some
those
you need to
movies.
see in the theater.
Oh yeah, big time. Yeah, Dune 2. I'm excited for it. Again, when it comes to these like delayed stuff, moving forward, I've already talked about this like many months ago, where I said, like anything that they announce, like for example, if tomorrow they say, hey, Iron Man 4 is going to take place, it's coming out, July 2025. I wouldn't even believe that because everything, you know what I mean? Like it just makes zero sense to me. So like,
There's so much uncertainty right now.
yeah. And who knows? Because we're also not talking about the flip side of that in terms of what if we get closer to, this date, what if we get to January and there's no new trailer, or like, beginning of February and there's no new trailer and then it gets delayed again, right? Like it could, who knows? But we'll see. It's a little different situation, right, Greg? Because this project is already done. It was already edited. It was all, like there was no act and there's no nothing. Like it wasn't really, you know, in trouble in terms of like, with the strike and all that, right? So like it's been a finished product for a while. So we'll see. I hate the theater. I'd rather watch. Oh, really? Navy,
You don't
come
have the
on.
reclining seats then with
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, yeah, actually, so our we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got four or five theaters close in our vicinity. We can go north or south, it doesn't matter. And I took my wife to the Penn Center in St. Catharines, and she's like, "Oh my god, is this how the movies are now?" Because she hates going to movies, but it was like recliner. Each seat is like, so it's two, and then you got like kind of like a little wall like for privacy, like it's just like it was kind of cool because she was like, oh, and she got in and she like laid down and all that. I was like, oh, okay, cool. But yeah, she fell asleep in Blue Beetle. So yeah. But yeah, you got to watch movies in theater, man. Yeah. All right. Let's move on. So, guys, you guys know Greg is BC is a huge toy influencer now that he started his own YouTube channel, and he is a big Funko Pops guy. So it's a shame that he wasn't here to talk about this for himself, but when he was so excited to talk about toys, I was like, whoa, man, I don't even think I know you. So X-Men 97 is coming out shortly. When? We don't know because they keep talking, but the new line for the Funkos have come out. So we've got Magneto, Gambit, Bishop, and Cyclops. Now, there are rumors that, the group obviously there in the picture, though those are the main characters that we're going to be working on. Jubilee has got a new image thing going on, Greg. I don't know if you've paid attention. So she kind of looks completely different. I got to admit, the guy that's beside her in the white jacket there, I don't remember from the show at all, but Bishop's also got like a new haircut. There's a lot of things. Who? What?
Is it supposed to be Morph?
Possibly. I don't know. No, I'm not 100%. I just know Rogue's in it and she's got a new look. Storm's got a new look. They go with the hair and stuff like that. So yeah.
The Walmart I already saw has like the cheaper figures, like X-Men 97. They're on the shelves already. I saw them there. The Marvel Legends are up for sale now. They just went on sale, so they're slowly leaking out. So I think that's Storm, Cyclops, Magneto. Anyways, Wolverine. It's like no big surprises.
Yeah, but it's the original. It's like what you would expect from watching the show, right? Like, so that's
in
kind
the
of
cartoon
like
costumes with the cartoon shading. Like Storm looks pretty cool in the Marvel Legends.
The Cyclops looks stupid to me, but then again, I've always thought Cyclops was stupid. I do have to admit, I love the Magneto one. Oh, excuse me. I'm like you, sneezing. The Magneto one is actually dope for me, and here's why. If you actually take a look at it really close, right, or if you Google it, it's kind of got like the shadow of the mask, like of his helmet, sorry, and then like the white eyebrows, but like just the fact that they got that detail of like the shadow is just kind of cool. The Gambit one, he's one of my favorite characters. I'm more than likely going to pick up the Rogue one. That's just me because I'm just a loser. But she was my first crush, so I gotta pay respects to that. So I'm definitely gonna be grabbing that. Yeah, Brandon. Yeah. Let's go Cyclops. Yeah, no one's said that. There's like 5 of you. Okay. Here's a new thing. I've seen more people dressed up as Wonder Man at Comic Cons than I have Cyclops. Greg, have you?
No, I've probably seen more Cyclops than Wonder Man.
What? I feel like I've seen maybe like one Cyclops my whole life, which is the equivalent of how many Wonder Men I've seen in my life.
You've seen a lot more Wonder Man than that.
Yeah, you say that. So sad they always don't include Iceman. See, that's the thing too. That's what I was thinking. They never include Iceman. They just hate it. Yeah. Greg, I gotta ask, and I want to ask because like I know that you dab into like toys and a lot of things, but do any of these interest you, or are you going to be picking up any?
No, I don't do Funkos. I have
What?
I think I have 3 Funkos. I have the Devil Dinosaur just because they don't have any other toys. I think there's like a Hero Clicks or something. But and then I have a Grogu that my niece gave me.
Ooh, okay, yeah, you got to keep that. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, I'm gonna send you a Funko for Christmas.
Yeah, sweet.
Thanks, yeah. Oh yeah, sweet. Okay, yeah. It's either that or my Iron Man 3 movie poster. So you pick.
Oh, can we save the environment and donate it?
Shit. All right. Well, we don't talk about DC enough on here because people think I hate DC. That's false. Wow. Strawberry lemonade is like making me sleepy. I don't know why. So Chris McKay's Nightwing project has reportedly been scrapped. Now, these are the same people who said, hey, this is happening and it's happened. People said, hey, this is going to get scrapped, and it has. So I kind of just put it out there. I know it's technically a rumor and there's no like 100% concrete evidence, but excuse me, I'm going to go with it because they've been right a few times, more so right than wrong. But I'm not really attached to Nightwing because I'm not the biggest DC fan and I don't necessarily care about Nightwing. But how are your thoughts on the project being scrapped? And like, are you shocked? Because I'm really not.
So I'm not shocked, and I am in a way where Nightwing is what the DC fans want. The more you talk to them, this is the character that they're always talking about. It's a great read. People have been on it for forever. Yeah, Nightwing's big,
but isn't he in Titans?
I'm a little sad.
I thought he was like one of the main characters in Titans. So don't they have him there?
I think so, but hasn't had like a solo project.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
People want Nightwing.
I thought Red Hood was the one that people wanted.
People like Red Hood, but I hear more for Nightwing.
Yeah. If I had to pick, I'd probably go Red Hood. But then again, my favorite DC character is Hal Jordan, Green Lantern. So, yeah, I probably shouldn't say that out loud. But all right, I've had this on last week, but we didn't get to it because we got off topic talking about stuff, and that's okay. But excuse me, Avengers Secret Wars will reportedly set up a soft reboot in the MCU. Greg, reboot. A soft reboot in the MCU. Here's how I'm picturing, taking, envisioning, whatever. When you guys like hear this or see this, I'm picturing this being hey, we're going to bring in the old crew. What are your thoughts on that if they're kind of doing that? Because I don't know about you. I love Iron Man, obviously. Robert Downey Jr. did a hell of a job. He's forever going to be, you know, idolized with that. But last time I checked, Father Time is undefeated, and Robert Downey Jr. still looks, you know, like he's an aging dude. All these guys are aging, these women, you know, like everything, right? So like, which characters, if any, come back or for this reboot? Like, how are you taking this?
This news is giving me a soft reboot.
Ooh, Jesus.
No, I think they mean a soft reboot. Like, it's not going to be a big switch, but it's going to slowly switch it up. So I don't think they mean reboot from the past. I think the MCU is getting reset a little bit. So I think it's going to be a lot of handing the torches over to the new characters, if anything.
See, that's where I think we are like at a standstill, because as much as I like to believe that, I also believe that they want to bring in, or I think they realize they have to, because of the success these last 2 years has been, you know, mediocre. They've tried bringing all these characters. I don't know if it's quality over quantity, but I don't know. It's obviously been rough. Like, you know, we make ratings for the episodes. We watch the episodes for all these shows, and like, you know, let's look back, right? Like, since, I don't know, Hawkeye, but even Hawkeye, I mean, it's 50-50 when you talk to people about Hawkeye, but like She-Hulk, Moon Knight, Miss Marvel, you know, Secret Invasion, even. Like, I thought that was great, but people shit on it, right? I shit on Moon Knight, but people think it's the greatest thing since sliced bread. You know, like, it's just weird. So I don't know. We all know that, you know, the changing of guard and in management in Disney too, so they want to do quality over quantity now. I don't know. I feel like they know that they have to kind of maybe bring them in. Like, for example, you wouldn't be excited, or you wouldn't be more in tune to go watch Captain America 4 if you knew Chris Evans was in it?
I don't know. Like, I would watch whatever they put out. We're slaves to the brand. So I don't think they need to reboot it for ratings purposes. I think they need to reboot it to get new characters in and to move forward, because everything has kind of been done, I feel.
Yeah, it's been doo-doo. Yeah. I just don't know how many times you can bring somebody back, right? And with that whole, like, you know, multiverse, and we've talked about it, it's just like, oh my God, you know, so who knows? I don't know. I hope that they don't. I hope that they just kind of leave it where it is, to be honest with you. I as much as I would love to see Iron Man back, I just think that, you know, leave it for like 10, 15 years from now and just reboot it then, or like 20 years from now, or 30 years. That way, when I have my tail suspense and I'm an old man, I can just sell it for like 100,000, because 100,000 then will probably be like 25,000 today, right? Like, with inflation and stuff. So I don't know. You wouldn't be happy to see any of the old guard, though?
I wouldn't be disappointed. It would depend on to what degree. Do I want them to come back and be the main characters? Probably not.
Yeah.
I've kind of moved on from that. I want to see something different.
Jeez. You've had 2 years of different, and you've shit on all of it, so.
I haven't shit on all of it.
You didn't like Secret Invasion. You didn't like Blue Beetle. You didn't like the possibility of Iron Man 4. Like, come on, man. All right, Rocksteady. Let the people know, man, where can they find you and what is up in your neck of the woods? I do have to get a bigger updated picture, because you have more than 30 subs and you have more than 4 videos on your YouTube channel.
I don't know if I have more than 30 subs. I like don't even look at it. Like, I certainly haven't posted any new videos since then. Okay, the only thing that'll change on that, I'll say like 10 months ago or 12 months ago. But yeah, Instagram has a bunch more followers and stuff. So
I'm looking right now.
Catch me on Instagram. Don't catch me on YouTube. If you are going to catch me on YouTube, catch me here.
Oh, man. Rocksteady, you have 34 subs.
Ooh-wee.
Hey, I'm gonna have to update the picture, man. That's all it is. So, yeah. But yeah, make sure to go follow him.
More new robots.
Hey, are you still doing Whatnot?
No, I haven't done Whatnot in ages.
Okay, I was just gonna tell, hey, people, go follow him on Whatnot too.
No,
And of
just
course,
follow me on Instagram.
oh, jeez. And of course, our big bro. Well, I mean, me and Greg are the tall ones in the group, but our little bro, I guess, because he is also the youngest in the crew. But Mr. Blakk Crown Comics, go follow him. Make sure to go subscribe to his channel. He just did a episode 14, I believe, with Matt from Cover Price, and then next week, I think this week coming up, he's off, and then it's Comics with Bueller, or it's Comics with Bueller and then a week off. I can't remember.
Has that been announced? Are we allowed to say that?
Oh shit! Damn.
I don't think he's posted it.
I think he did. I think he talked about it. I think he talked. Okay, we gotta go. We gotta go. Anyway, shit. Anyway, yeah, go follow Blakk Crown Comic.
I think you're muted.
Sorry, guys. Yeah, I muted myself. But yeah, go follow these two gentlemen. All right, Rocksteady. That was the show. I want to thank everybody for tuning in, hanging out. Surprisingly, I'm gonna go watch episode 2 of Ahsoka if I don't fall asleep. Any plans for you? Are you gonna go watch it?
Yeah, we'll probably try. We'll probably fall asleep. But we'll watch it the rest of it tomorrow.
BC muted me. Yeah, probably. All right, well, that's the show. Thank you so much. We'll hang out next Tuesday for episode 141. We're getting close to that 500 episodes, people. So I appreciate it. Big giveaways when we get to that 500 episodes. So hang in there. I think by January we should be at like at 160. So we're on our way. We're on our way.
If you keep skipping numbers like that.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. You know, we'll start skipping.
Wherever we want.
Yeah. But yeah, Rocksteady, any last words before we take off, brother?
No, I'll see y'all in 2 weeks. Hasta la vista.
Yeah, enjoy Mexico. College football starts this week, and then next week, football's back. So it's going to be a good one. All right. That's it for us. Rocksteady, enjoy Mexico, brother.
Thank you.
Take care, man.
Adios.
Ciao, chat.